Hey everyone, this is Siddharth Kumar back again from ReviewMagic. And today we have a very exciting movie that I wanted to share the review for, and this is Kadvi Hawa. So Kadvi Hawa is available on Entusen, and a while back when I was watching Kamya, which stars Sanjay Mishra, during the research, Kadvi Hawa also came to me, to my notice, and I think just the poster of the movie which shows you that this is a farmer who has aged and something to do with the land and something on those lines. So that really made me curious about the plot of the story, and I had been waiting for a very long time before the movie could be available on Entusen. So in the day it was, I wanted to see this movie. And I always had my hopes high from this movie because it has Sanjay Mishra in this as the lead protagonist. And whenever you have someone like Sanjay Mishra, I think this veteran actor has proven himself to be someone that you can bank upon. He's like the Shah Rukh Khan for the non-commercial cinema. Anything he touches, it comes out to be gold. And I think it's because of the authenticity, the rawness that he brings into his acting is absolutely beautiful. So this is the plot of Kadvi Hawa. It's not an aging, it's an old senior farmer that's played by Sanjay Mishra. And then he is a farmer in some state in Rajasthan, and also there is a bank loan recovery agent played by Ranvir Shorey, and how their lives are impacted due to climate change. So in the beginning of the movie, they show that Sanjay Mishra, he's a blind farmer. So it is so unbelievable to see him to walk miles or kilometers to come to the bus station, and then he goes to the city to find out how much does he owe to the bank, and then it takes him almost a day over there because he doesn't have the papers, or people tell him to go back. It's a crowded bank, and in the end he gets to know about how much he owes. And that's where he meets Ranveer Shorey, who gets agitated because Ranveer wants to recover the commission, the interest, I would say, and the loan. He's not interested in understanding how much loan the farmer has, but the farmer wants to understand how much loan he has. So he gets that information, and then he comes back, and then the story just unfolds about how the climate change, because of things that are happening in the nature, impacting. So he owns land, but it's all arid. There is it's absolutely barren. He has a son and son-in-law and grandchildren, and his granddaughter keeps asking him questions about seasons. And in one of the scenes, they show that the granddaughter studies in the school, and a teacher asks how many seasons are there to the kids, and one of the child, he gets up, he says there are two seasons instead of four because of the climate change. He doesn't mention climate change, but it sends out a very deep point over here, is that because things have changed so much around us, that you no longer have spring or some other autumn season. It's just winter and summer. So that the kid seeds this idea into the mind of the teacher, and then also in the idea of the granddaughter, who comes back and he talks to Sanjay Mishra. And Sanjay Mishra brings this point that when he was young, he would see four seasons, but now it's two seasons. It's really difficult to grow crops now. There are people like his son or his a relative who have taken enormous amount of loans from the bank, but because they can't grow crops on this land, they fall into the trap of taking loans. Some of them are abusing the loans, but for the most part, the movie tries to show a real authentic picture of the people who are truly behind making the economy run, who produce, who supply, who bring food to the table of so many Indians around in the country, that it is a sad and true picture. But when you look at the acting of Sanjay Mishra, the way he is so serious about his role, about what is happening around him. He kind of becomes a spy for Ranveer Shorey. He gets information and feeds it to him, and then he starts getting money, and he saves this money for his own son, so that his loan gets reduced. Unfortunately, his son also one day disappears, and the worst is expected, that he may have also committed suicide. So his daughter-in-law Tillotama Shome, I think she doesn't have a much role to play, but is a great actress. She tries to bind the family and make sure that things are operationally running well. But Ranveer Shorey as an actor has really matured. He comes from Orissa, and then he opens up talking with Sanjay Mishra about his challenges, his family being in Orissa, which is impacted by floods, and he wants to bring them as soon as possible. So any help that Sanjay Mishra can offer him can bring his family back, and then they can help each other with reduction of loan or getting the commission of the loan that they acquire. So overall, I think that Ranveer Shorey also is so diligent in his performance, and I think that the director Nila Madhab Panda, who has come up with movies like I Am Kalam, he comes up with these kind of stories that you seldom watch. It's a rare gem, a movie on climate change that has not got the amount of publicity that it should have, and brilliant performances by Sanjay Mishra and Ranveer Shorey. I think they kind of bind each other, and the message is very clear in the story: is that no matter how much loans you can give to farmers, but if the climate change, Mother Nature is not with you, it's not going to help anyone, whether the banks, whether the farmers, whether their lives. So government has to step in. Some broad macro level decisions have to be done with different country leaders, so that it helps and improves the lives of these farmers, their kids, their livelihood, and improves the quality overall and it helps everyone. So really a great movie, guys. I would recommend you this movie. It's available on Entusin, and I think just the whole story, the direction, the cinematography, the dialogues in the movie, when Sanjay Mishra says that there used to be 4 seasons, and it's Kadvi Hawa now. The whole the wind has been ruined. It's been poisoned. I think that is really something that will stick you out. So you'll be engaged. You will want to see the performance of these actors, and go for it, guys. And if you have any comments, please add it down here. I'll be back with more reviews. But until then, take care. Bye.